Halo Campaign Evolved is a full remake of the Halo Combat Evolved campaign coming in 2026 to Xbox Series XS, Xbox on PC, Steam, PlayStation 5, supports Xbox Cloud Gaming and Xbox Play Anywhere, and arrives day one with Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. This fully rebuilt campaign will introduce remastered 4K visuals, beloved Halo weapons and vehicles, plus brand new story content. We spoke to key leads at Halo Studios about how the team is utilizing 25 years of community feedback and technology to build on what makes Halo timeless. It's official, Halo marks the next chapter for the franchise with Halo. Campaign Evolved, a complete Unreal Engine 5 remake of the original campaign from Halo. Combat Evolved, including some brand new surprises. The original Halo, Combat Evolved, is a stalwart of gaming history, a cultural icon that helped define the first-person shooter experience. For Halo Studios, bottling the impact of that original campaign and all of its special moments is the ultimate goal for new players and long-time fans alike. Halo Campaign Evolved is a modern evolution of that iconic story, thoughtfully brought to life in Unreal Engine 5 with stunning new 4K visuals, updated animations, remastered music, and re-recorded voice lines. Halo Studios is also bringing in a roster of beloved weapons and vehicles from later Halo titles and adding 3 new bonus campaign missions, all designed to expand and celebrate the adventure that started it all. Halo's legacy of cooperative play continues here, supporting the original two-player local split-screen experience on console, and for the first time up to 4 players in online co-op across Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 5. Ahead of announce, I was able to speak to several key leads at Halo Studios and gathered up some unique insight on how the team seeks to capture the tone and feel of the original game for a new generation, all the new lore and gameplay additions, and ultimately, while staying true to what has always made Halo special at its core. Halo Campaign Evolved asset back to where it all began. Halo Combat Evolved is where it all began. And for the team at Halo Studios who have gone through an evolution of their own, there was no better place to start building this new generation of Halo. As executive producer Damon Kahn puts it, remaking the very first campaign from the ground up was a perfect opportunity to craft an ideal entry point for new players and modernize areas that could better match today's expectations for pacing and clarity. Yes, we mean the library, and we'll get to that shortly. We wanted to start where it all began, with the original campaign that defined Halo. Khan explains, starting here means people that have never played the game before will be able to understand the story from the very beginning. And that can help us chart a course forward with new Halo stories. Focusing on the campaign experience means we can concentrate fully on really capturing the atmosphere. Tone the emotional impact of what made the first campaign so special and iconic. Halo Campaign Evolved asset. How will Campaign Evolved preserve the Halo spirit? Keeping that classic Halo feel is of course of prime importance, and capturing that took the team all the way back to the source material, the original Combat Evolved campaign, as it was first presented in 2001. The goal was to understand how modern updates to systems and environments could complement, not replace, the essence of the original experience to make it feel just as players remember, only smoother and more seamless than ever before. The campaign has been rebuilt to feel handcrafted and immersive, true to what players remember, not just visually, but emotionally, adds Khan. Halo Campaign Evolved asset. How will Campaign Evolved update existing missions? Preserving the Halo spirit means the team has taken great care to not modernize for the sake of modernization. It's not about rebuilding Halo Combat Evolved's story and spaces to fit in with a roster of today's games, but to ensure that its original feel has evolved to suit modern players. Every change has been shaped by the same question: Does this still feel like Halo? Because this is a remake, we've been able to carefully rebuild almost every level and every encounter with more fidelity, says Max Schlager, creative director. As we're building the technology for this game, we've had to do it piece by piece, which included reevaluating all of the individual elements as we're revisiting them in the original game. And now the campaign supports up to 4-player co-op. We had to think about how all of the original encounters and spaces can scale to accommodate that many players. Halo Campaign Evolved Asset, the library, is a perfect example to demonstrate how the team is thoughtfully enhancing existing spaces in an authentic way. Halo Combat Evolved's 7th campaign mission is a key example of where it felt right to make tweaks to several areas to create a new experience that balances nostalgia with the expectations of today's gamers. We learned from Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary that there was still an appetite for things like better wayfinding, navigation, and diversity in enemy encounters. Schlager says. In the library specifically, which features several flood encounters, we wanted to reevaluate the pacing and enhance the environmental storytelling. We've added new lines to Guilty Spark, which guide players through the level, and there's new dialogue that gives more insight into the narrative as it plays out. We're not changing the stories. It's about refining and adding context to this moment and other levels like it, so players can stay on track. Halo Campaign Evolved Asset. What new elements are Halo Studios adding to the original? In Halo Campaign Evolved, you'll be able to wield 9 additional iconic weapons from across the Halo series inside the Halo Combat Evolved campaign, including the Energy Sword, Battle Rifle, and Needle Rifle, giving you more ways to approach every encounter. Some of the weapons we're bringing in could be used against you in Halo Combat Evolved by the enemy, but you weren't able to pick them up yourself. Schlager says, now you can, and it feels natural because of how you can do that in other Halo games. It reflects the evolution of the series. Players can also look forward to 2 firsts for the campaign. You can now hijack vehicles and even pilot the Covenant Wraith tank for the first time in Halo Combat Evolved. For challenge seekers, Halo Studios is also featuring the most skulls ever in a Halo campaign, for even more ways to modify the campaign experience. And perhaps most exciting, the team has added 3 brand new prequel missions set before the events of the Halo Combat Evolved campaign, which introduce entirely new environments, characters, and enemies which we'll find out more about very soon. Oh, and you can sprint now if you'd like, or disable it if you don't. Halo Campaign Evolved Asset. How are Halo Studios using Unreal Engine 5? The Halo spirit is not just about the debut's impact. The studio is effectively incorporating 25 years of player feedback and technological advancement into Halo Campaign Evolved. The latter is supported by the team's pivot to Unreal Engine 5, which, with the foundation of Halo's legacy code, will support the game's development. It's not an entirely new ecosystem for Halo Studios. They've dabbled quietly with Unreal projects in the past, and that has only reinforced that the tools on offer, combined with original resources, are what Halo needs to future-proof itself for the generations to come. Given that Halo Campaign Evolved is a remake, it is critical that we deliver gameplay that is 100% authentically Halo at its core, says Greg Herman, game director on Halo Campaign Evolved. All of the new content created in Unreal Engine 5 is layered on top of code and systems carried directly over from the original games. That legacy code is instrumental in maintaining that authentic Halo feel within gameplay. It means that Halo Studios can achieve the desired visual goal with Unreal's photorealistic rendering capabilities, with the simulation systems of Halo living and breathing beneath it, Herman adds. For future titles, We will continue to push the boundaries of technology while ensuring the core Halo gameplay for that game can be seen, felt, heard, and evolved where needed. Halo Campaign Evolved Asset Halo. Campaign Evolved Asset. How are Halo Studios balancing serving new and core players? While the team knows its tools best, it's the Halo community that plays a fundamental role in how Halo Studios moves forward. Our player first approach has informed so many decisions for the better. Schlager ads. When we introduce new features or make creative choices, we're constantly checking in with players through our user research studies and our Halo Insider program. Their feedback helps us stay grounded in what feels authentic to Halo. That commitment to player input also extends beyond the studio walls. Halo Campaign Evolved will be playable for the first time at the Halo World Championships, giving our players an early hands-on look at how the game is coming along. Halo Campaign Evolved doesn't seek to replace the original game, but instead offer a modern experience that can stand proudly beside it. When new players launch the game for the first time, it must recapture the indescribable feel of picking up Halo for the first time 25 years ago on the original Xbox. That's the moment we all remember so fondly, a moment that the Halo team recalls as transformative, that it wants to share with as many players as possible. Halo Campaign Evolved Asset. We're so excited about bringing Halo to those who may not have had chance to play it in the past. Con ads. At its heart, Halo is about connection. We're thrilled to meet a new generation of players on their platforms of choice to fall in love with Halo the same way we did. We're not trying to rewrite Halo's legacy, we're trying to immerse you in it like never before. This is Halo for everyone. Halo Campaign Evolved is coming in 2026 to Xbox Series XS, Xbox on PC, Steam, PlayStation 5, supports Xbox Cloud Gaming and Xbox Play Anywhere, and arrives day one with Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass.